A familiar triangle returns to haunt the Forrester family on the bold and the beautiful. In the glittering yet emotionally volatile world of the bold and the beautiful, some stories never really end. They simply recycle with new twists, new faces, and the same old heartbreak. Case in point, the ever-twisting love triangle between Ridge Forrester, Brooke Logan, and Taylor Hayes has once again taken center stage, proving that time might pass, but emotional maturity doesn't always follow. Nearly a quarter-century ago, fans watched as Brooke famously demanded Ridge choose between her and Taylor. Back then, Ridge responded with wide-eyed hesitation, paralyzed by indecision and perhaps flattered by the attention. Fast forward to today, and the more things change, the more they stay the same, only this time, the scenario borders on the absurd. Brooke's eternal belief in destiny. Brooke Logan has spent most of her adult life convinced that she and Ridge are soulmates. After countless separations, reconciliations, affairs, and vows of this time it's forever, the pair once again pledged eternal love. For a brief moment, it looked like Ridge had finally matured, perhaps finally valuing Brooke as the strong, beautiful woman she is. But old habits die hard. At the first sign of marital turbulence, Ridge reverted to form, seeking solace in Taylor's arms rather than facing the issues at home. It was a textbook Ridge move: avoid discomfort, blame others, and leap straight into a romantic safety net. This time, however, he crossed a line that may be impossible to come back from, verbally attacking Brooke's daughter, Hope, in a moment of misplaced frustration. That emotional betrayal cut deeper than any affair. Calling your stepdaughter vile names is not something easily forgiven, and for Brooke, it marked a turning point. Maybe her so-called destiny was nothing more than a delusion. Taylor's recurring tragedy. Taylor Hayes, a brilliant psychiatrist with a compassionate heart, should know better than anyone how destructive emotional cycles can be. Yet she continues to fall for Ridge's worn-out promises. Despite a career built on healing others, she seems unable to apply her expertise to her own life. She claims to embrace independence, declaring the Ridge-free lifestyle every time he runs back to Brooke. But inevitably, when he returns with guilt in his eyes and empty reassurances, she opens the door, both figuratively and literally. Taylor knows the pattern, she's lived it for decades. Still, hope wins over reason every time. One would think that years of emotional whiplash would convince her to break the cycle once and for all. Instead, she clings to the idea that this time will be different. Unfortunately, the only difference may be that her heartbreak shifts from metaphorical to very real. Ridge, forever the center of the universe. Watching Ridge juggle two intelligent, accomplished women is like watching a teenager try to decide which party to attend. It's not a flattering look. His indecisiveness isn't romantic, it's selfish. Brooke finally demands an answer: who does he want to spend his life with? But instead of stepping up like a man, Ridge acts like a petulant child caught between two toys he doesn't want to share. Brooke, seemingly fed up, speaks to him in the tone of a mother scolding a misbehaving child, hoping to snap some sense into him. Meanwhile, Taylor stands nearby, waiting for her turn in this merry-go-round of disappointment. Perhaps the real question isn't who Ridge will choose, but why either woman still wants him at all. As the latest chapter of this never-ending triangle unfolds, viewers are left wondering, is this truly love, or just a case of three people stuck in a time loop they don't know how to escape? Maybe, just maybe, it's time for Taylor to pack up her understated wardrobe, for Brooke to rewrite her definition of destiny, and for Ridge to finally be left alone with the consequences of his choices.